Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I just wanted to start a new PowerPoint to make sure we can do this step by step. Okay, so remember the first thing is to go into slideshow, put it into kiosk mode, and then once you've done that, you just need to create some slides, right? So let's go ahead and create, just to keep things really simple here, we'll have a slide number 1. We'll call this slide number 2. And we'll call this slide number 3. And so in here, and each time you go to a slide, you'll have a room description or a scene description. And at the bottom there somewhere, you want to have some buttons. And the way I made my buttons is just to go to Insert Text Box and call this option number 1. And then I can just, to save a little time there, copy and paste. Well, let's go ahead and get this one the way we want it. Let's say we want this to be, I went into quick styles here. So you want it to be green, right? Okay, we can copy, paste another one. You could put it underneath, wherever you want to put it. Call this option number 2. Oh, back in there, option number 2. And I don't know, I kind of like to make mine different colors, but whatever you want to do is fine. Okay, so let's say this option, we want this option number 1 to go to slide 2. So I right click on it, I go to hyperlink, and make sure that you've got place in this document selected. If it's like this existing file, it'll be looking for a file somewhere. If you put it on place in this document, you'll see a list of your slides. So let's say we want that one to go to slide number 2, and we want this one to go to slide number 3, let's say. And that's really all there is to it. It's really just that simple. Again, though, you want to make sure that you have a way to get back to the beginning if you want to have a game over or the end of your presentation. Now, a couple other tricks, techniques, like I had music in mind. I thought that was fun. If you want to put in music in the background, it just plays throughout the whole presentation. That's really easy. You just go to the title slide, you say Insert Audio. I guess you could record your own audio if you wanted to have a voice narration. That might actually be pretty cool. Let's just do the audio on the PC. I got some songs here. Not really sure what these are just free songs, public domain songs. And then this will pop up, and you get some options here. I put play in the background, and you can see start automatically, or maybe you want to have something that you have to press to click. You can say loop it until stopped. Play across the slides. So this would be a good option. Maybe you want different songs for different slides. So if that's what you want, remember to turn this off. But if you just want it to play through the whole thing, leave it on. And that's all there is to that. Once we start the presentation, that'll play the song throughout the whole thing. It's also possible to have a little sounds play when you press a button. So let's say, I think that's under action. So you can say action settings, play a sound. They got a couple there built in, looks like. That's kind of neat. So this way, when they press this button, it'll make a sound of a hammer. I'm not sure what'll happen if I try to preview this. I just have to take my word for it. But again, just right click here, go into the insert button and the action button, and you can say play a sound. And I don't know if yours has all these options or not, but mine looks like it has a bunch of built-in options. Laser, that sounds pretty fun. You can also do mouse over. Well, this is kind of getting advanced at this point, but maybe you want to have, instead of having to click on it, maybe they just hover over it and it'll play the sound. There's a lot of stuff you could do with that, I suppose, but again, trying to keep this simple. Lastly, if you want to have some graphics in your PowerPoint, that's pretty easy. This is just something I found on Google Images. Probably illegal to use it, but oh well. And you can just click and drag that, make it however big you want it. And then right click on it, say send to the background. And at this point you'll have to get in here and play around with the what you call this, the design of that. let's see, under home again, you go to quick styles, and you can, some of these are actually transparent, looks like. Yeah, see, some of these, you can still see the background a little bit. But you just want to make sure that they can actually see the text on your slides, right? And I like to turn off the bulleting. I don't think the bullets look quite right for this kind of game, so I just turn that off. And then you have to get in here and fuss around a little bit with the dimensions and everything, but I'm sure you can do that. Okay, so I guess that's about it for this. You don't really have to get more sophisticated than this. I just want you to play around and think about the interactive possibilities here. You're basically making a piece of software. You're making an app, if you really think about it, just with PowerPoint. And I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, if you have any questions about this, I do realize if you're on a different version of PowerPoint, if you're on a Mac perhaps, some of these options might be in different places. It might be slightly different, but you should be able to do basically the same stuff. So just keep at it, keep playing with it. Just for fun, I'll show you one other thing while I'm thinking about it. When you got these pictures here, you can go into Picture Tools, and you have some options there to change the look of it. You can put a frame around it. You can do all sorts of things. You can also do these effects. If you want to have a shadow or make it glow, you can make it look like it's some kind of charcoal drawing even. So this is kind of nice if you, depending on what kind of look you want. You may not be an artist yourself, but you can find some cool images and then apply these little filters basically and change up the look of it. Which I again think this is just really cool. I could spend all day playing around with this, and I hope you'll enjoy it too. But again, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to help you. There's some stuff about this I don't know either, though. So, I like to go both ways with this. So if you figure out something cool, please share it with me. And if you do have questions, I'll try my best to answer them. So that'll do it. And again, just let me know if you have questions. And thank you.